What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I'm gonna give you guys a quick look at the Birkenstock Boston Clog. This is the Mocha colorway. Before I get into the video, go over the slides or clogs, whatever you want to call them. And this is your first time just stumbling across one of my videos, welcome to my channel. Thanks for dropping by to kick it with me. But listen, while I have you here, do me a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell. That way, when I upload new material, post new content, anything like that, you'll get notified. Then you can head to the channel and you can see what I uploaded. If you're on social media, Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever we call it, really any of the platforms nowadays, you enjoy photos of sneakers, maybe some outfit inspiration with kicks, anything related to tennis shoes, honestly, give me a follow. You can find me. I am at iAMTMCII. And lastly, while you're watching the video or afterwards and you enjoyed it, hit the thumbs up. Man, that really goes a long way. It's a little small indicator to me. Let me know that you enjoy my content and to just make me want to keep recording videos whenever I have new pickups to share with you. So now that intro is all out of the way, we can dive right into the review. So on my channel, I have quite a few videos of the Birkenstock Boston, the Clog. And this is just a different colorway of this particular silhouette. Birkenstock has multiple silhouettes, but of all of them, you know, this is one of my favorite, and I prefer like the suede like material one. There's all other kind, corduroy leather. There's all different kind of materials that they make this Boston in, but this is one of my favorites. I guess I just want to kind of just share this video with you. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over like the materials used on this pair, touch on quality control for a little bit. I'll show you the box, go over the box and all that good stuff. And at the end of the video, I'll slip these on, go over sizing and comfort and all that good stuff. So just hang around and I got you guys pretty much covered for everything you need to know about these. So diving right into it, like I mentioned, this is the Boston silhouette, and I'll show you guys on the box multiple other silhouettes that Birkenstock make. But this is the Clog, and this is, like I mentioned, this is the one with the suede upper. Pretty much the entire upper, the shell where your foot pretty much rests in, just make it out of this all upper, this all suede material. It's a nice grain of suede. One thing I love about these, it's real easy to clean. You can just get a rag and just get like a little eraser if you get scuffs or something on it, and it just usually comes right out. So I think the materials that they used on here on the upper, you get a nice quality grain of suede. Coming to this buckle, so you have the iconic, the little Birkenstock buckle on here. If you want to pull these and adjust these, make them tighter or looser. I don't know many people who really adjust this. A lot of people just slip these on and go with the flow. So that's pretty much what the upper is made out of, man. It's, like I said, it's just a nice grain of suede, and you can look in the inside and see like the back side of it. It's just like a nice feel material that they have on here. Coming to the footbed, so you can see that it's made of like a cork material, and this is actually one with the soft footbed. So there's different kind of clogs. There's just a regular kind, and it have the regular cork style, but these particular ones are the ones with the soft footbed. When I go over sizing and comfort, I'll break that down a little bit more. But these are just a little bit more comfortable than the regular kind. Both take a little bit of time to break in because it's a cork material. And as you wear them, they kind of shape and mold to the shape of your foot. And like I said, I'll cover that a little bit more when I go over the sizing and all that stuff. But this is pretty much with your foot resting. That footbed is made out of like a cork type material. Coming to the inside of the shoe, so you do get Birkenstock written on the inside, and then you have the little Birkenstock buckle right here also. Flipping these over, coming to the bottom here, that iconic, this is what the Boston Clog outsole look like. So they all pretty much kind of follow the same thing with the same traction pattern and all that. And you have the little Birk written throughout here to, you know, for Birkenstock. So this is pretty much it as far as like the materials used on here. Not really much to it. You know, just have this suede upper, this cork footbed, and a nice little outsole. Quality control. These are really almost indestructible to me. Like you would have to really do some intentional damage to try and really destroy these. I think the QC on these are put together well. Even with this being a dark color, you don't see like a lot of glue marks or stains or anything like that. The cork's intact. Overall, I'm usually pleased when it comes to the quality control and what you get with a Birkenstock product. So overall, QC is okay. I'm gonna show you guys the box now. So here's the box. So sometimes you get different boxes. It depends on where you purchase them from. Sometimes you don't get this size box. You might get a small box, or you might get just the ones that kind of just hang on like a little rack. It all depends on where you get them from and how they put them out in the store. But like I mentioned, these are some of the other silhouettes that Birkenstock offer. You can kind of pause the video and scroll through this. I won't go over all of them, but I just wanted to show you some of the other silhouettes that they have. Here is the label. Like I mentioned, this is the Mocha colorway. So you got your size label, US tag, and all that good stuff on here. It's pretty much what you would typically get from a Birkenstock box. When you open up the box and the inside, you do get a breakdown to show you guys like a footbed. Like if you want to measure this to see exactly what size you need to get, have like a little measurer on here. And then you can take that depending on what country you're in, US, Europe, or whatever. It kind of tells you what size depending on your measurements you should get. So that is a pretty cool thing that they have inside the box lid. Then you have the same little print that you saw on the outsole throughout the box, and then some regular Birkenstock tissue wrapped around the clogs. So this is the box. Show you guys the clogs one more time. Before I take them off of here, slip them on, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you're a fan of these, if you rock them, whatever, consider rocking them. Like I said, just something a little bit different upload than a pair of sneakers. Just wanted to kind of update my channel with something else that I usually collect and rock sometimes. And they're real casual. You can dress them up, dress them down, rock them to the airport, grocery store, or whatever, man. So these come in handy when you want to wear something a little bit more dressier than like a Nike slide or something like that. So you do get this little hang tag on here. You guys can pause the video and you guys can read this if you want. Just a regular little tag that will come here. And then you get this other one just going over the soft bed technology. Like I mentioned, since this one has that soft bed technology on here, so you can zoom and pause the video and check this out if you're curious to see what it says. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna take them off here now. We're gonna go over sizing and comfort. You guys hang tight for a second. Let's slip these on, go over sizing and comfort. Hang tight. All right, guys, here's a quick on-feet look at the Mocha Birkenstock Boston Clog. Just want to show you how they look like really quick on feet. First things first, we could just jump right into sizing. Usually the most asked question anyway. And then we'll go over the comfort part of the video. So to me, I have a medium, somewhat narrow foot. When it comes to slides or any shoes like this where your heel is exposed, I typically like to, have just a little bit of room on like my slides or clogs or whatever. And to get that, I went down a half size in these. So like you guys saw, this was a size 42. I'm usually like a 9.5, 10. That 10 is like a 43. And the first time I purchased a pair, I had got a 43, and it had more room than I would want in this little back area right here. So I think with this, my foot isn't hanging off the back, so it's not too small, and it have just a little bit of room like I like, and it's not exact either. So I think these are a little bit, on a roomier side, and I think if you have a medium to narrow width foot like me, I think you can go down to the next size. If you don't want to risk that and you have more of a wide foot, just go true to size and you should be okay. You may be able to just try these on in store and see what size you need to, but that's just my take. Like I said, wide feet, probably won't stick with true to size, but if you have that medium to narrow width foot and you want just a little bit of room and you don't want to have a lot of space in the back, I think you should try going down that next size. When it comes to comfort, initially when you slip these on, they're gonna feel like you're just walking on like bare, hard floor. And that's because it's that cork material. Like I mentioned, you have to wear these and truly break them in. The more you wear them, the weight of your body is gonna sink down into that cork midsole, and it's gonna start to shape to the shape of your foot. And the more you wear them, they're just gonna start to feel better and better on feet, but you have to put some miles on them. You have to break them in. So now these are the soft bed ones. So these are a little bit more comfortable than the non-soft bed model. but they both require some kind of break-in time. You know, they both still feel kind of stiff, like you truly walking on like cardboard or something like that. So that's just my take on sizing and comfort. Just want to show y'all what they look like real quick on feet. But I'm gonna wrap the video up here. Like I mentioned earlier, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification button, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.